Yo, before this video starts, I want to let you guys know that I'm currently doing a ton of Roblox giveaways inside of my server. All you have to do to join that is click the first link in the description, like this video, and subscribe because I do check. And yeah, let's get right into it. Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to another video. So basically in today's video, I took a bunch of Roblox anime games and combine them into one tier list, and I'm gonna be ranking each and every Roblox anime game from S rank all the way down to F rank, and I'm gonna just be like talking about them, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, so we got Project Slayers, we got GPO, we got Arcane Odyssey in here. So yeah, without further ado, if you guys want more content like this, hit that like button, subscribe, and hit the notification button so I know that you want more, and let's get right into it. Alright, now the first thing we got on our list is Project Slayers, bro. Now if you've never played Project Slayers before, it's basically exactly like the show, but you can choose whoever you want to be. You can be a demon, a slayer, or whatever you want to be, you know what I mean? The boss fights and the mechanics are really good. The way that you hit your sword and stuff is really good too. The game is actually really good, it's really well built, and there's just so much replay value. So like if you max out your levels and you have nothing else to do, you can do dungeons, you can do Mugen Train, and then you can just keep grinding for better and better stuff. Project Slayer's black markets have literally taken over the game. So like back then, a champion set would be so rare that would like sell for $100, even up to $1,000. But now champion sets are like worth like no more than $2 because of how bad it's gotten from black marketers, and like the value of stuff really decreased. I think I'm still gonna put the game on S tier because you can't deny that it's really good. But yeah, update 2 should be pretty dope for this game. I mean, they have a lot of stuff coming out. Alright, so next up we got Arcane Odyssey. So I know what you might be thinking, like, what, this game is not a Roblox anime game. Bro, yes it is. Although it might not look like a Roblox anime game, it basically like feels like it, you know what I mean? You get your own ship, you can get your own crew, you can get your own bounty. So that's very similar to One Piece, you feel me? So that's like a really good connection. So I really consider it a Roblox anime game. You might not consider it that, but yeah, the game is really good. The mechanics on there are fire, and the boss fights are really amazing. As a beginner, it's sometimes near impossible to defeat a boss by yourself. I had to take like 50 tries to defeat the second one just because of how much better he was. So the boss fights are really unbalanced. I think they need to be more balanced, but they need more like, they need bigger updates. They need like to continue the storyline or like, but yeah, Arcane Odyssey is a solid game. I want to say it's on S tier simply because the mechanics on Project Slayers are just way better. For this one, I'm gonna have to put it at B tier, even though I think it could be higher. Some people might disagree. I'm gonna have to put it at B tier though. Alright, so next up we got Blox Fruits. See, like, I never tried this game, but like so many people have told me it's bad, it's not even funny. I mean, like, it's kind of hard to be a Blox Fruits fan at this point because like, so, like, you get clowned so hard. Listen, just because from what I heard, this one's going in F tier, but you know what I mean. But you know, I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me. It's like one of the biggest games, but yeah. Now the next one's pretty interesting. It's called Grimoire Era. It's actually a really good game, I'm not gonna lie to you, but it's so underrated, bro. Like, this game got how much? 10 million visits, 7,000 active. Like, I'm telling y'all, bro, this game deserves way more than that. I'm not gonna lie to you. I looked at YouTube videos, bro, and this game looks so fire, you know what I mean? So it's really confusing to me how it barely has any players. I think it was a marketing issue by the developers. They didn't really focus on that too much, so that's probably the reason. Alright, next up we got The Strongest Battleground. Now I'm not gonna waste too much time on this because it's a Battleground game. Everyone knows how a Battleground game goes. But yeah, this one I have to say A tier. It's really good. Alright, next up we got Peroxide. Now, bro, if you know me, bro, I maxed out everything on Peroxide, you feel me? I mean, I maxed out my Quincy, but that's it. But like, Peroxide is pretty fire. It's pretty good. You could do S ranks over and over again and just not get boring at all. So yeah, Peroxide is a really good game. I really like it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think it's up there with Project Slayers, but however, like, some of the updates have been a bit like disappointing. Like, I'm gonna be real with you. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, I didn't really like the October one. The only one that's really been good is the S rank one, which really isn't like that much of a big difference. It's not really a big jump. The Fullbringer one I haven't really tried out, but everyone's telling me that it's not that good, to be honest with you. So see, I think this game has so much potential still because the moves are solid, everything is good on there. So I'm still gonna put it at S tier, but it literally has so much potential to go all the way up to like S plus tier. Peroxide is like one of the best. Alright, next up we got GPO Grand Peace Online. You know, this one's really fire actually. This game is really fire. After you get to more than level 200, it's really fire. Below that, it's kind of like terrible, I'm not gonna lie to you. But after you get to above level 300, it's fire as hell. The mechanics are really good and everything. It's way too pay to win, bro. Like, it's way too pay to win. like to keep fruit in your inventory you have to pay 3k. To get a mythical chest you have to pay 3k. To get a fruit bag you have to pay. So to keep fruit in your inventory you have to pay. It's just so pay to win, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I could go on and on honestly, but I don't really feel like looking at the shop right now. But yeah, besides that, I'm gonna have to say that like the Impel Down update was fire. It was very successful too. I think it was really good. Me personally, I thought it was one of the best updates out of anyone in the list here. I'm gonna have to put it in the last one on S tier. I think it's the worst out of these three, but still S tier is pretty good, you know what I mean? Alright, so next up we got Fruit Battleground. Now I'm not gonna lie to you, this one's pretty fire. Now like the way that you open chests and stuff like that is really fire, but besides that, the combat system is really good. Like you can open chests and stuff like that. It's like, you know, I don't really know how to describe it that well. It's really good, to be honest with you. It's probably the best Battleground games up there. So yeah, but it is just a Battleground, it's not like the other games. So yeah, in terms of like mechanics and stuff like that, it's really high quality, it's really good. For this one, I'm gonna have to put it at A tier because everything in S tier is just too good for this. But it's still fire, like I would recommend this to someone. Alright, so next up we got Sorcerer Battlegrounds. Also, like fun fact, I actually met the scripter who made this game. Yeah, he's a pretty dope guy and all, but like that's really beside the point. It's pretty fire, I'm not gonna lie to you. You could probably compare it to some of the best games out there, but I wouldn't say it's like top 10, you know what I mean? But it's really good, you know what I'm saying? The moves are fire on there and everything. So for this one, not S tier, definitely not S tier. Or A tier, I think I'm gonna put it at B tier because Arcane Odyssey literally low diffs this game. So yeah, I'm actually put it at C tier because it's kind of disrespectful to put it next to Arcane Odyssey. Now Deepwoken's another game I haven't tried yet. I'm not gonna lie, it's very similar to Arcane Odyssey. Like they're very close to each other. Think about it like this. Think about it as a game that's like, think about it as like an upgraded version of Arcane Odyssey. That's what the Deepwoken is. Some people would tell you that Arcane Odyssey is better, but I disagree. I think Deepwoken's better, but it's around the same skill level as Arcane Odyssey. So, you know, I have to put this one at A tier for now, but it can definitely go down to B tier regarding how you feel about it. Alright, so next up we got Haze Piece. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's not really looking as good as the other games. It's very similar to GPO, but if I'm being honest, GPO is 10 times better. Like, you could just tell GPO is 10 times better. Considering the other ones, I'm gonna have to put this one at D tier. D tier, but in a respectful way because that's a little too low. So respectfully D tier, but yeah, so this is another like a non-high quality concept. It's basically like it needs a lot more work type thing. I don't know, compared to the other games I've seen, I don't think it's that good, if I'm being honest. The value and the visuals are like really good, but the concept is terrible. I feel like it's an idea looking backwards. Like I know a lot of people are not gonna like this ranking, but I'm gonna put it at D tier. Also because Project Slayer is just like low deficit and stuff like that. Alright, next up we got Pixel Piece. I'm not gonna lie to you, this game fell off harder than the Twin Towers, but like in terms of like the visuals and like the combat and stuff like that, it's kind of decent. I mean, GPO is better. I'm gonna put it that way. GPO is better. I think it's better than the Anime Champion Simulator, so I'd have to put it above C tier. But I don't think I'm gonna go below C tier either, so that's where it's gonna stay at, C tier. Let me know your ranking down below, I would love to see. Alright, so next up we got Jujutsu Kaisen. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you, I haven't played this game before. This is my first time watching it, it's on the YouTube screen. But I watched the video on it of like a YouTuber who got banned from the server for talking bad about the game. So yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you, the developers like already started a bad reputation off that video because he kind of convinced me that like having not tried it and looking at the developers, the way they reacted to that one person, I feel like C tier is also a perfect one for this. It's like from the YouTube video I can just tell that like it's very fire, the game is well built. Alright, next up we got Project Baki 3. So I'm not gonna lie, this is another underrated one, not a lot of people play it, and I think this game was only done by one developer because it's lacking a lot of things. I'm not gonna lie to you, yeah, it lacks some things. I'm not gonna lie to you, it lacks some things. Yeah, it's just very basic. I'm gonna have to say, I'm gonna go back on that, I'm gonna have to say D tier for this one. I'd have to put that on D tier. Alright, next up we got Type Soul. So this game fell off so hard. At one point it was huge, but it just fell off. Like, there's no other way to describe it. It just fell off so hard. And I think the reason that it fell off is because moderators were like doing some weird stuff, and like the YouTubers started making videos on that, I guess. But yeah, a game that falls off like that shows why you have to have like good moderators and stuff. But yeah, either way, I feel like Peroxide would have just taken all its players because it's like really not that good. I mean, it's like pretty good, but Peroxide is just like way better. You could say that Type Soul was better in a few things. Like their hollow models are like way better, and like the maps are way better. So yeah, for this one I'm gonna have to put it at A tier because it's still pretty good regardless of the hate. I just simply wouldn't recommend it to you because I feel like Peroxide is better, and it's the same exact concept. And that basically wraps up the tier list. So like I think I did pretty well, although it's opinionated. If you want another video like this, make sure you subscribe, like, and comment something down below. And yeah, I hope you guys have a good day, and peace out.